bustling down the back alleys of Taipei like the daring delivery trucks that just gotta be on time. It's DIA, or Dudes in Asia. What up, Dude Maniacs? As always, this is David Hayter.
And this is David Nguyen, aka Super Noogie Samurai Cyber Squad.
The main topic for DIA episode 43 is the challenge of getting out of your comfort zone.
That's right. There comes a time in your life when you gotta work and work to build a certain sense of comfort, only to realize you gotta start over again and get out of your comfort zone. That's where I'm at, and that's the topic of today, man.
That's right, man. Yeah, so what's going on, dude? Anything new happening with you these past few weeks?
Man, yeah, dude. The workout situation, dude. I just been off it for a little bit because, unfortunately, my mother-in-law got sick, which put me on like full-time Grace duties. So it's been it's been awesome to be around Grace, but it's surprisingly taxing. Like the first couple of days, it's just exciting to be around her, but when it becomes like your full-time gig, dude, it gets pretty tiring. I mean, it's hard to describe. It's like you just, because you're always on alert. You're always making sure she's okay, and then you're always trying to like figure it out, like how you're gonna keep her happy because she's a kid and she'll get bored easily. And then like when she sleeps, it's hard not to sleep. Right next to her, and then you guys get I don't know, but it's enjoyable, but also like very tiring. So now that my mother-in-law is good, we actually have a little bit of help too. So today's gonna be my first day back, and I'm gonna try to just keep a solid routine before I head out to the States.
For sure, man.
Yeah. Next thing is like work, because of the whole mother-in-law got sick. I've been spending time away from work, but in the meantime, I kind of just been trying to really focus on starting something new. I just realized that salary is cool, but it's like if I work less or work more, it doesn't really matter. And then eventually, just like you're starting your own, is like the more effort I put into it, the more reward and risk I get in return. I've just kind of rekindled some old relationships that I had before, and now we're actually moving forward with the business. So that's actually exciting. That's part of the reason for today's topic. And then U.S. trip is coming up, man. Like in 3.5 weeks, I'll be stateside. So it'll be pretty exciting, man.
Cool, man. Sounds good, dude.
How's your whole trip so far, bruh?
Not bad, man. Like I've been in Taiwan for a few days. We spent about like 5 days in Korea. And, like, it was cool, but kind of like I said in the last one, it's just been, like, busy as hell,
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it was actually kind of cool. The last, like, day, like, full day in Korea, we went on, like, a tour that went to, like, the DMZ and stuff,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like, you could go up on a mountain and look into North Korea and all that.
Mm.
So it's cool, man. But now, like, we're in Taiwan, like, we're kind of taking a little bit easier, kind of kicking back.
Nice.
But yeah, man, it was funny in Korea. I did like the Gangnam Style dance in Gangnam. I was like, I gotta do it.
You gotta do it, dude. You gotta do it, right? You gotta do it.
Yeah, like I guess this older dude saw me and like we were about to go down to the train station. He's like, "Hello." I was like, "Hello." He's like, "Gangnam Style." I'm like, "Yes." And then like he went away, and then he came back with the phone. I was like, "Let's take a picture." I'm like, "Okay." That was funny, man.
Nice.
Yeah, but dude, one thing that was really nice about Korea is that, like, I don't know, maybe it's just where we were staying, but everybody spoke like perfect, like, English, man.
Word?
Yeah, like no language problems at all.
Nice.
And then there are just all these places that just say chicken and beer, man, just chicken and beer spots.
Mm.
Like this one place I went to was like phenomenal. Like it had Gordon Ramsay out front. It's like, Gordon Ramsay recommends. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's BS. I'll try it. I'm like, holy shit, it's fucking good. But yeah, I forgot what the name was. Maybe I'll put something on a blog. I can look it up.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good times, man. And like Taiwan's been cool, but like there's a little bit more of a language barrier out here.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Korea, I couldn't read anything, but everybody spoke English.
Yeah.
Like out here, I can understand like, some of the kanji, but then I have no idea how to say it.
Yeah.
So like I think I went and got some beef noodles this morning, and I just went up and was like, oh, I can read. I got beef noodles. And I go talk to the lady. I'm like, yeah, beef noodles. She's like, huh? And then, like she just came around the side, and then I just pointed at it. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like better than not knowing anything, but yeah, like it's definitely a little different, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. But I just remember like talking to some people and they're like, "Oh my god, Taiwan is so cheap," and I was like, "Man, it's because you ain't never been to Vietnam. You don't know what's happening." Spent like $3 on some beef noodles today. I was like, Vietnam, this would be like $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been cool, you know. And then still trying to do the freelancing a little bit.
Nice.
Still doing that dude's homework, getting paid.
Nice.
No, I applied for this other website though, and it's actually more like a company, and they hire people. And that one they give you like a little bit of training and stuff too. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how that goes, man.
I got a business proposition for you later, yo.
All right, we'll see what's happening. But yeah, man. Other than that, you know, like things just keep on keeping on, having a good time.
Nice.
Making things happen.
So it sounds like a good trip so far. When does your trip end again? Like another week? Less than a couple more days, right?
Yeah, a couple more days. I feel like tomorrow is like the last full day I have in Taiwan. Mm-hmm. We're actually going to go on like a little tour to this place called like Jiufeng or something. It's like in the north, like northeast of here, you know. Mm-hmm. See some nature, go to like a smaller town, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to like the local night market, or it's like the closer one to here, but I feel like it's more like touristy. Also went to kind of like a downtown like entertainment district area. That place is pretty cool. Went to like a TGI Fridays over there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was hooked up, dude. I don't know why, but every like TGI Fridays outside of the US is like pretty good.
Interesting.
Yeah. So got like around a few like places, you know, try a little bit of everything.
So you go back to Japan like on a Wednesday?
Yeah, I think so. What's today?
Monday.
That's right. Yeah, Wednesday go back, and then scoop up our stuff, and then roll out on the 26th.
The 26th is Friday.
That's right.
So you're back to a couple more days of hotel and then fly out.
Yeah. That tiny hotel, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to go back.
Nice. Then you're going back to the States.
Yep.
Word, right, man. That's cool, dude. So yeah, dude, I thought it was kind of a good thing because pretty much what I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to start a new business with some friends, and maybe hopefully we can get you on board since you come to Vietnam anyway. I think it's something we already talked about, you know, earlier. Was kind of this English / customer service consulting gig, you know.
Yeah.
And but it's like, you know, you're taking that risk to build something, and then obviously because it's a new business, you're not being paid as good as you want compared to having your monthly salary.
Yeah, it's true, man.
So it's like. But it's comfortable, right? Because, you know, you worked at a company for a few years. You established yourself. You got a cushy job. I didn't have to be at the office for the past month, but I'm still getting paid for it.
Wow, yeah.
You know, so it's where, you know, it's pretty good salary for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, you know that you can't do this forever. You're still essentially working for somebody else. And you got to branch out on your own. But they're still just like, man, like, do I really do this? You know, it's that risk reward, right? I could just take that leap of faith, but also, mess up severely.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, it's a learning process anyway. It's kind of like something that you kind of knew what I was trying to do when I came out here, was to kind of build something, not just work for somebody else the whole time or try to find a company that I wanted to stay at for the rest of my life. We were I was talking about building something out here, doing community centers, and essentially it hit just like a time where you got to just do it, you know. Because after being at Mingle for so long, I wanted to learn from VC. I wanted to learn how to open a business. But even though I was told I could do all that stuff, essentially it's not the truth, you know, because he's got his own agendas. He's got other higher priorities in the company that you can't just under the company's time, you're just going to create your own business.
Yeah, it kind of goes counter to his goals and what he wants to accomplish, right?
Yeah. So it's So I'm at that time where, you know what, I gotta just. My friend sent me this thing called "Burn the Ship," right? It's like the story goes. It's like, I guess some people from Spain, like, went to somewhere like in South America, but they kind of knew that, okay, if this don't work out here, we could always go back, right? But they're like, we're gonna burn the ship, and we got to move forward. We got to make it happen here. There's no like, okay, I'm gonna run home if things go bad, all right? So it's like, my friend would send me that message: burn the ship, bro. Like, just, if you want to do that's what you're gonna do it, then do it. Don't have that foot in the door. Just completely walk away from it and completely focus on yourself, right?
Yeah, it's true, man. But I think at the same time too, it's just making sure that you're set up for it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, just kind of hustling. Getting like, I feel like a lot of successful people, they're kind of like diversified. Like they get income from a few different places.
Exactly.
Like not all eggs in one basket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then like if you have like a little bit of a safety net, that helps. Like you got a little bit of money saved up, like like if you could go for a little while without that usual salary, you won't be like out on the streets,
Yeah. No, which I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like I'm teaming up with this guy who just took a leap of faith as well. He was in Thailand for the last few months, but he likes Vietnam a lot more. So now he's trying to make it happen here. Just like any other person, he's trying to do English teaching, but the opportunity to kind of start this business for a long-term thing with, more risk up front is more intriguing for him, obviously. He's still going to try to teach on the side, but, hopefully this could become something primary later. And then also met this other guy that I had met a couple years back. He's just like 26. He's like a hungry kid, super hungry. Something that you probably need on your team to understand the local environment. His background was like law and HR. So that's great if I want to start a business, understand the landscape, but also he's very open-minded to what we're trying to do. So we're trying to, form this team and see what we can do together.
For sure, man. Sounds interesting, dude.
And eventually, Go ahead.
Oh, this is a young cat, so he's from there, huh? Like from Saigon?
He's from Kinta, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so I met him. Like, the two people I'm building this business with, actually, I met in Kinta. Mm-hmm. We just managed to keep in touch over the years, and then just everything kind of came into play in the last few weeks. We just all met each other because I hit him up. The local guy, I hit him up. His name is Eddie. And then I just managed to bring my other friend along. And then next thing you know, I just hit it off and just had this good, synchronicity, I guess. Mm-hmm. And, I kind of saw good pieces in place. And then I kind of propositioned everyone, say, hey, we should do this type of business. And then, a lot of hesitation, but I already have a client that's interested,
Wow, nice, man.
Once we started talking, we realized, like, dude, this is a good business fit. Vietnam needs to improve their English, needs to improve their customer service. And that's kind of something that made sense, and it makes sense for you as well, like, that's who you are. You're an English teacher, and then most of my customer service I learned from you as well.
Yeah.
So it's somewhere it's like, dude, like, if I get Hader on board, like, this is just a business that kind of, it's almost like we're selling ourselves. We're like, this is who we are, I think if people kind of meet us when we go to like make these like propositions, I think people could kind of really see who we are and just like, okay, you know what, I could really work with these people.
Yeah, exactly, man. You know, and I feel like that's the thing too, and like, maybe it kind of goes with Asian culture. Mm-hmm. But like some people, like that's something that people have to get comfortable with too, is kind of selling yourself,
Oh, absolutely.
Promoting yourself, like promoting your skills, knowing what you're worth, knowing what your time is worth,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because like, some people don't want to be like, oh, well, I can't put this on my resume. Like, you know, I can do it, but I can't like really do it. But then like I see other people's resumes and like they say they do so much stuff that they definitely cannot do, you know? Like other people got worse skills and are hyping it up more, you know?
So there are a lot of like over promising, under delivering on the resume, right? Because they're going to under deliver, right?
Yeah, man. You know?
Yeah.
So, but I think too, man, like with working and stuff, you know, like even stuff like this podcast, like it can be kind of like a working like portfolio, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Like,
for sure, dude.
Yeah, other people say they can do stuff, but it's like, where's your proof, man? What you got?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like the biggest thing right now. It's like, so, you know, for the past, I've been in Vietnam for almost 6 years now. And, you know, I've been almost fighting and working towards comfort, like I said earlier in the introduction. And now it's that, you know, I'm at that time in my life where it's like, okay, man, it's like too comfortable and I need to start over again, you know, in a foreign place, in a new avenue, in a new market. And obviously it's like, you know, it's a little, you know, it's going to cause a little hesitation and a lot of overthinking for sure, you know?
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, dude, like, you know, how do you handle it? You know, but obviously you just got to just brace the change, kind of know what you're working for. And luckily my friend sent me that message today. She's like, burn the ship, bro. Just like, don't look back.
Yeah.
You know, so what's your thoughts, man?
Yeah. I don't know, man. With everything, it's just like calculated risks, you know, but it's like if people like get in that comfort zone, that's where they're going to stay, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like people that never leave like the city they grew up in, people that never leave their own state, like people that never travel anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people get caught up in the what if.
Yeah.
You know, like what if this goes bad? Like what if nobody wants to hire me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you get like the positive what ifs. You know, it's like what if it takes off? You make a gang of money.
Yeah.
How about that?
Exactly. I mean, so yeah. I'm happy. I'm like, at least like, I guess when I'm around my other co-founders, is I'm more of the positive person, you know. But if I'm alone with my thoughts, there's like, you know, the doubt and sometimes the negativity comes in because you're like, dude, can I really do this? You know?
Yeah.
But I'm around them, I understand that I gotta have that right energy where it's like, come on, dude, like, we could really do this. And, you know, cause I mean, seriously, like, there's always a solution. I mean, there's gonna be a billion problems. Who knows what the factors are that cause those problems, but seriously, there's always a solution that you can just move forward with and, you know, just make it happen. But of course, there's going to be like a billion problems that you could, you know, try to have this foreshadowing of all the possible risks, but it's like, dude, that shouldn't stop you, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think especially with anything, like, you know, especially like with a business, is just to like keep hustling, like make connections. And then just like start small, you know?
Exactly.
Like so many people like take out loans or like
no, exactly.
Get like a huge office somewhere before they even got like a client, you know?
Because they're trying to like almost like play that role, right? I'm a CEO, I'm a founder, I'm an entrepreneur, I got my own business, I got my own team. It's like, but like, dude, you don't even know what you're doing. Why are you gonna like just gamble everything? I still know there's people out here that they keep, you know, they have a startup business and they just keep doing investment rounds, even though like the business model itself is like, dude, how are you making a profit with this? Like, like you realize you're up debt, you're upping your debt with these investors, right? And like, and you're not even changing your business model. You're just assuming that, okay, it's gonna break. It's gonna happen soon. But it's like, dude, if it's not working for the last 2 years, you got to change something. You know, it's not just consumer awareness. There's something deeper to it.
Like you're just good at taking other people's money, basically.
Yeah. And I know quite a few people who's just almost like they're just being an entrepreneur / like a founder just because that's like a hip thing compared to actually, you know, running a real business and understanding like who you are, You know, they're just trying to copy everyone's like, oh, okay, the tech thing is big. I'm gonna start a tech company and do this, you know, and build an app and just, you know, it's weird.
Yeah, for real, man.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, dude. But yeah, it's I think it'll be a worthwhile adventure to kind of make it from happen. Like I'm like, what I'm trying to do right now is to keep the whole thing in motion so that while I'm gone to the States for a month, that the whole thing is still moving forward with the other co-founders, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you know, have like daily tabs, see what's going on, and hopefully when we come back we can really hit it running. And then, you know, I'll eventually, you know, proposition the whole business to you, and if you want to join, dude, let's do it. I think you would be a perfect fit, yo.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Sounds
obviously
good,
it's just like, you know, you should get some equity involved and just keep it like, yeah. I was like, I've been telling you, I've been trying to figure out a way to work with you for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most def, man.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
You sound like you're pretty relaxed, my man.
I am, dude. I got this towel over my head. I'm like holding the mic up to my face. No, but it's been like, yeah, man. Like I said, it's been like crazy couple of weeks, you know.
Yeah, it's like that final stretch was like party, and like goodbyes, and eating and drinking, getting your shit together, getting rid of your shit.
Yeah, but you know, like talking about like getting out of comfort zones and stuff too. Like, this is probably like the first like countries I've been to where I don't speak like any of the language. You know.
Yeah.
Or very limited amount. You know?
You don't have like an insider person kind of showing you what's up, right?
Yeah, that too. You know, because like Korea, we knew like a few people. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taiwan's been a little different.
Yeah.
But still pretty cool though, you know. And I feel like, you know, when you kind of take chances like that, like step into like uncertain environments, you know, you kind of see what you're made of, what you can do.
Oh, absolutely. Know? Absolutely.
Yeah. And so that's what I was going to say too, even with that kind of business, dude, like, you know, if you like just start small and like work kind of organically, like don't go into debt making it.
No, exactly.
It's like, yeah, you're still going to like pick up some skills on the way and make some more connections. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
From what I've kind of noticed, it's like, dude, there's really no like major investment involved. I just got to like, you know, buy a website domain, kind of get a designer to do this. Like, it's very minor stuff. It's not where I'm like, I need a bank loan to really move this business forward. It's seriously just like summing up all the skills that I've accumulated over the past few years in Vietnam, as a teacher, as a startup, you know, employee, to just put it all together, you know, and just maximizing my skill sets that I've learned, you know, throughout all the years, you know, customer service, English teacher, and then also becoming like a life coach, because that's what I've been kind of incorporating into these lessons as well. It's more than just improving your English and your customer service skills, but also just trying to help you grow as a person based on what you're willing to share and helping you stay on track. You know?
Yeah, this sounds very beneficial, man.
It is, you know.
Yeah, and I feel like especially too in a country like Vietnam, like, because the economy is going to develop rapidly, you know.
Exactly. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
And there's going to be like winners and losers, you know. Mm-hmm. And like each side's going to have their own problems to deal with, you know. Mm-hmm. They're going to kind of have that new money and they just get it and blow it all and then they're broke and they're screwed.
Exactly.
They're going to have the dudes that didn't make nothing. They're pissed off they didn't make nothing, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, you know, I think the product / service we're doing is like, it's a fit for the market itself, you know. Yeah. It doesn't really cost anything and we're essentially just selling ourselves, and you know, all we got to do is kind of build the system, build the reputation, and then kind of go from there. But it really doesn't cost anything, you know, which is perfect. Last thing I need to do is kind of like take a $10,000 loan to kind of do this and do that. It's like, dude, I can work from my home. All I got to do is kind of go out and meet clients, build the system, and then actually, you know, go out, make it happen, and keep improving my service and product. Where eventually, if I do bring results, you know, and Vietnam has one of the best, I think, word of mouth markets where if you're actually doing a great job, people will hear about it, know about it, and probably reach out.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. We're kind of getting close to the end
Yeah.
there, dude. You want to add anything else on, or?
No, not really, man. I just, it's kind of good to bounce some stuff off of you, kind of make me, just feel a little more assured to kind of move forward,
Yeah, for sure, man. But I mean, that's just how things always go, man. Like, if if you want to try to get like some good results, like you got to take a chance,
Exactly, man. And I'm at that, I'm at that phase of my life too, where, it's like I'm a father, and eventually you can't really tell your kid to do anything unless you kind of lead by example, right? So if I tell her to take risks or follow her dreams, it's like, if I'm not doing it, it's like, how is my kid going to respect me in the long term, right? Right now, she won't know nothing, but eventually she gets older. She's like, well, you tell me to follow my dreams. Like, why are you still slaving away at that company? Right? Or why are you still doing this instead of following your dream? Like, how do I know it's possible if you didn't do it yourself?
Yep.
So that's like part of my motivation and inspiration to kind of like show Grace, how to do it.
For sure, man. Sounds good, bro.
All right.
Yeah, that does it for another fresh episode of Dudes in Asia. If you want to grow as a person, you got to face some adversity. It's important to have goals and keep moving in a positive direction while you move forward on your life's journey. Work hard, enjoy the results, and see if you can help someone else out along the way.
God damn it, Henry. Always well said. This is Super Noogie Samurai signing out. Be sure to check out our blog at dudesinasia.blogspot.com or hit us up on Facebook at facebook.com/dudesinasia.
If you want to follow me on Twitter, search for @DavidHater. That's @DAVIDH8R. Peace out.
Peace out, everyone.